What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 43, I do believe, and there's only one game in this episode, so apologies for that, but we sign so many new players. It's awesome, and we start with this guy, Yunus Belhanda from Montpellier. I believe he is Moroccan. He's a playmaker. He's the sort of player I really want because he's got 4-star skills, he's got a high attacking work rate, so he's always going to be bombing forward, and he's also pretty good at long shots as well, and he's not too bad at free kicks, and I'm yet to score a free kick in this series, so I'm hoping with Belhanda I might actually be able to score one. So yeah, he's hoping. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But he was the player I wanted first. I also wanted this guy, Reece Bennett from Rochdale. The reason being because he's English, he's young, and he's a decent centre-back. I've said before, I like to have homegrown players into my side because it makes it more realistic, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that every single player in the squad should be English or British at least, but it makes it a lot more sort of realistic when you've got a lot more homegrown players in the side, especially fringe players, you know. So with Reece Bennett coming into the side as a backup centre-back, he's English and he's pretty decent, so I'm perfectly fine with that. But Lorenzo Insigne once again declines a contract offer, so I'm not going to bother pursuing him anymore. I've had enough with the guy. If he don't want to come here, that's fine. But I think it was Belhanda who wanted to come here, but Montpellier wanted some more money off us, which sucks. So I think I think it was 8.5 million plus Glenn Johnson. Might have been even less than that. 7.5 million, no, 8.5 million. Okay, call me. I got that right first time. But yeah, I tried to offload Glenn Johnson for Azpilicueta. Chelsea weren't having it, but hopefully Montpellier want the guy, so we can get Belhanda a little bit cheaper. But Rochdale said the transfer offer was unacceptable for Reece Bennett, so I offered 1.5 million without Sammer in the hope that he would sign. I don't know why I did that, because I think that actually mounts up to a worse valuation, so that was stupid, really. But yeah, here's Lorenzo Insigne, who declined a contract offer for the 56th time, and I said, screw it, I've had enough now, I'm not going to bother trying to sign you. If you don't want to come, you don't want to come. But the first and only game in this episode is away at Leicester City. It was actually the first game of the season when I was at Blackburn. So yeah, was kind of excited. Leicester obviously a bit of a mid-table team at the moment in this league. And I felt it should be a win really. This is one of those games where I feel that we really do need to win, you know, to separate ourselves from the mid-table to the European places, you know. So when Asaidi went down the left-hand side of his skill here and found Andy Carroll, I really should have put the ball into the back of the net, but I smashed it over. It was a terrible, terrible shot. But David Nugent held off Daniel Agger here down the right hand side. He managed to play the ball inside to knockout. He played the ball to Persons, and that's a great save by Jose Reina, and we managed to clear the ball. This was Joe Allen out wide to Asaidi. God, I love the fact he's got 5-star skills, man. I could spend the entire game just skilling with him. It's so fucking awesome. But Gonalons Gonalons managed to get hold of the ball, but his shot was well saved by Schmeichel, and the header from the resulting corner by Skirtle went over. Don't know what it is about corners, but with me I always seem to head the ball over the bar. Like, I never seem to get it on target. But this was Kasper Schmeichel dropping the ball. If Barini was a little bit more active, I should have been able to put the ball in the back of the net here. But it was all Liverpool really. Apart from that one chance Leicester had, it was all Liverpool. This was Enrique bombing forward and finding Asaidi down the left hand side. He ended up chipping the ball across the face of goal, and Barini managed to head the ball past Kasper Schmeichel. So 1-0 to Liverpool, absolutely delighted with that. But on the stroke of half time, Leicester had a chance to equalise when Futax came forward against Reina. It was a great stop by the goalkeeper, but I tried to play the ball out of Azpilicueta, lost it, and unfortunately Reina couldn't keep out Lloyd Dyer's header, and that made it 1-1. So I was disappointed to throw that away. This was David Nugent's shot, well saved by Reina, and then the rebound getting cleared away. This was Danny Drinkwater playing the ball to Futax here, with just quarter of an hour to go. Leicester sort of came into their own here. What was Skirtle doing there? But Reina was doing his best to keep the score level. But yeah, the ball hit the post here. I mean, it was all Liverpool here. Leicester here. You know, we were on the back foot for the majority of the second half. But this was John Taylor Carroll to Asaidi. A lovely Liverpool counter-attack as Asaidi goes through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Can he finish? Well, obviously he can't, because it's me controlling him, and I've got the worst composure in the world. It's well saved by Kasper Schmeichel, but I should have made it 2-1. And from that resulting corner, Gonalons finds Carroll, but his shot is deflected and cleared away by Danny Drinkwater. So 1-1 the final score. Disappointing, really. Should have won that game, but it could have been a loss, to be fair. With the chances Leicester had in the second half, it could have been a loss. So I guess you've got to take it on the chin and look at the positives. We didn't lose the game, and that's the main thing. But after that game, we come to the emails that see Montpellier and Rochdale say they want more money for Belhanda and Reece Bennett respectively. So I offer, I think it was 8.8 million plus Glenn Johnson for Belhanda. I'm perfectly fine with that. He seems like a great playmaker, so I'm excited if I can get him in for that much money. And Rochdale wanted 2.3 million for Reece Bennett, and I didn't know what to offer here, so I decided to offer them Sama again, my 20-year-old centre-back, plus I think it was 1.6 million, and hope they will accept that because, I mean, like I said, I want homegrown players on my side. But some transfer offers came in for Brad Jones and Sama, funnily enough. But I wanted a little bit more money from Norwich for Brad Jones. He's 31 years old. He's never going to be first choice goalkeeper. He's not even going to be second choice now. I've got Paolo Gazzaniga in the side. But I still want a little bit more money. And bid comes in for Sama. And I said before, like I don't want the game to bug out if he goes and then the Reece Bennett deal sort of collapses because of that. So I decided to decline that bid. But Montpellier accept the deal for Belhanda, which is fucking awesome because I think he's going to be a great signing, you know, I really do. So I offer 45 grand a week, 5-year deal, important first team player status, in the hope that he will sign for us. And Rochdale say they want 75 grand more for Reece Bennett, and you know, to me that's silly, man. That's nothing. That's nothing. Rochdale, that is nothing. Seriously, I'll give you another 75 grand if you want Rochdale. That's nothing to me. But yeah, I accept that counter offer. And Brad Jones looks like he's on his way to Norwich for 350 grand. And a bid comes in for Joe Allen, interestingly enough. And I think it was it 7.5 million or 8 million? But I decided to decline it because he's an awesome passer of the ball. And to be honest, I want to keep him at the side. But Jordan Slew, one of my former strikers at Blackburn, look at the pace, man. He's at 98 sprint speed and 95 acceleration. And he's 6'3". Jeez, I've got to get hold of this guy again. So yeah, I went in for Jordan Slew again. Want to link out with one of my old players. And I offered, I think it was just 500 grand plus John Flanagan. So yeah, here's hoping I can get him on that too. That would be an amazing deal. But yeah, Belhanda accepts the contract, so great to sign this guy. I think he's my biggest sign in the transfer window so far. So yay, in he comes. And like I said before, I think he's going to be a great playmaker, so I'm excited to start using him. And Rochdale accept the transfer offer for Reece Bennett, so hopefully we can get the English player into the side. And yeah, that would be pretty nice to have some more defensive cover at centre-back. We just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, Brad Jones goes to Norwich for 350 grand, so not bothered. We've got enough goalkeepers, and he's 31 years old now. But Blackburn can't afford the wages of John Flanagan, which sucks, so I've got to take him out of the deal. Because I like to offer players alongside the money, because it sort of means I like to offer too much money and it reduces the wage budget. So yeah, that sucks. But we offer 2 million for him. And the final piece of news you'll see is a bid comes in for Jose Reina from Barcelona, and I asked for 10 million because I don't want to get rid of him. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode tomorrow afternoon. If I've got my dates right. I'm sure I have. So yeah, goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.